Good evening and welcome to beautiful Byesville, Ohio, and the campus of Meadowbrook High School for tonight's MVL girls basketball action between the visiting New Lexington Panthers and the Meadowbrook Lady Colts. New Lexington had their first game this past Saturday canceled, so this is their first game of the season. Meadowbrook coming off a tough loss at home against their Guernsey County rivals, the Cambridge Lady Bobcats, Saturday, and right back at it again here. It's MVL league game, and if you're going to bring a big game, you better bring a big mouth with you, and I've done that. I have delivered. I'm truly honored to be joined tonight by my partner in crime, none other than D-Train, Darren McCullough. And D-Train, welcome to 2020. New Lexington literally waited till about 3:30 to get clearance from the health department. They had some tests, had to wait to come back to make sure they were negative before they were cleared to get on the bus and come play tonight.
Yeah, talk about a last-minute decision. Definitely tough, but Coach Chadwell, I'm sure, had his girls prepared, at least the ones that were there. And unfortunately, we've noticed they're even still missing a few players that are normally on the roster. And this is exciting for Meadowbrook. It's their first game in the MVL League. It worked out pretty good for volleyball and football, so we're going to find out tonight how it's going to work for the basketball programs.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of the best teams in the smaller division that Meadowbrook will face. New Lexington has a very talented squad. They're without their leading scorer, Aubrey Spicer, due to contact tracing and stuff like that. So, and Meadowbrook, with an injury, they're down their starting point guard, freshman Carly Launder, for the second game as well. But D-Train against Cambridge, it was the pressure Cambridge was able to initiate, causing 33 turnovers, which really led to Meadowbrook's downfall.
Yeah, and if you read quotes from the game, Coach Jarrett said that he wanted to really eliminate the turnovers because that's been a bugaboo in the past few years for Meadowbrook. That's something he's really preaching, is taking care of the basketball. Getting up a shot is better than a turnover, even if it's you just happen to just throw one up. But they want to get shots up and they want to take care of the basketball. And of course, like you said, not having freshman point guard Carly Launder, once she gets back, she's going to help stabilize. You would think that they're able to contain the pressure and be able to get it across half court and get into an offense.
And Train, if you get the ball on the backboard, you have a chance to go and get it. That's something Meadowbrook did extremely well Saturday. They rebounded, and that was spearheaded by senior Lindsay Dudley, who had 19 rebounds against Cambridge.
Yeah, whenever you have somebody who can crash the boards like that, get that little 2-foot putback or whatever, makes a big difference. Like they say in basketball, 30, 60, 90. 30% of your first shots go in, 60% of the second shots go in, and 90% of the third shots go in. So if you don't succeed at first, try again.
Yeah, so it ought to be an entertaining game. New Lexington, coached by Jay Chadwell, and Meadowbrook, under the tutelage of first-year head coach Taryn Jarrett. And like we said, saw a lot of positives out of this Meadowbrook squad Saturday, even in a loss. So I'll tell you what, we'll step aside, get set for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll give you the starting lineups and then the opening tip between the Panthers and the Colts here at Meadowbrook High School. We'll be back at timeout as we hear from our sponsors. Welcome back here to Meadowbrook High School. We want to thank you for joining us here on KGP TV. I'm merely Tom Strasser, the trained Darren McCullough, joining us as well. We'll look the starting lineups first for the visiting Lady Panthers of New Lexington. Their starting five will be number 0, Lydia Stevens. Number 3 is Emma Abrams. 11, Kim Kellogg. 15 is Addie Straits. And number 20 is Trinity Cook. So it'll be Cook, Straits, Kellogg, Abrams, and Stevens. Coached by Jay Chadwell. And for your Meadowbrook Lady Colts, their starting lineup will be number 2, Kinley Norman. Number 12, Lainey Bell. 13 is Lauren Ogle. 14 is Taylor Sichna. And 15 will be Lindsay Dudley. So it'll be Dudley, Sichna, Ogle, Bell, and Norman for the head coach of the Meadowbrook Lady Colts, Taryn Jarrett. And partner, what must go well for Meadowbrook tonight if they're to get win number 1 on the season?
I think we talked about in the pregame, taking care of the basketball. They can ill afford to have 33 turnovers in a game. Cutting those down in half and say you convert those buckets, that's say 16 to 17 turnovers. Say it's 17, well, that's 16 extra possessions they have. If they make 10 of those 16 possessions score, that's 20 points right there, and it's a different ball game between them and Cambridge. So just taking care of the basketball, making good decisions, and being able to handle whatever pressure they bring at you, it's going to be the key.
And New Lexington, partner, they have length, and they're athletic, and they have active hands as well. So, again, Meadowbrook, their ability to handle the basketball, and if you do turn it over, it may be better to throw it into bleachers. Any live turnovers, New Lex can really capitalize.
And the thing is, neither team, 8 girls on the New Lex squad and 9 girls on the roster for Meadowbrook tonight. So it's definitely going to be, you're going to have to play with some foul trouble probably if we get into those situations and Meadowbrook wins the tip.
So Meadowbrook will have the ball just underway here. New Lex comes out man to man. Meadowbrook spreading the floor here. And will look to be very patient. That's different with Meadowbrook in the brown uniforms. Actually wearing their road uniforms today. There's a nice take
move
to the basket by Sichna. Her shot partially blocked. Panthers look to push.
So Kim Kellogg on the block and the rebound there for Dulex.
High pick and roll and taking it to the basket, but before the shot, there's going to be a travel. So they're going to get Abrams with steps. So New Lex turns it over.
Did a good job coming off of that ball screen. Just kind of took one too many steps there. Here's a half-court trap.
Meadowbrook
and
has to take a timeout. So 7:04 left here in the opening quarter. No score. We'll take a timeout and hear from our sponsors who help make this game possible. So back out of the timeout, and a good timeout by Coach Jarrett.
Yep, now okay, they're going to half-court trap. Let's figure out what we can counteract as the 3 goes up. It's long, and Stevens can't get the rebound.
So Meadowbrook got some good looks Saturday from three-point land. Just did not shoot the ball from the three-point arc as well as they'd like to. As Norman Has it up top. She gives it to Lainey Bell. Here's a 3-ball by Dudley.
Bang.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
That's probably the start Meadowbrook wants here. Get that early lead. Big 3-pointer by Dudley.
And I tell you, Dudley was closer to the Guernsey County line than she was the 3-point line. That was deep. And speaking of Dudley, she comes up with the steal.
And we're going to have a foul.
Let's see if they got maybe Cook with the foul. No, they're going to get Lydia Stevens.
So we talked about Meadowbrook taking care of the basketball here, and it's been New Lex that's had some struggles with 2 early turnovers.
Yeah, New Lex officially, they have not got a shot yet. Norman. Again, Meadowbrook being very patient offensively here. It's 2 minutes in. Ogle looking for a cutter. Nice defense by Cook inside.
And somehow, a little tussle there. It's going to go back to New Lex.
And there's a 3-ball up and no good by Kellogg. Long rebound to Stevens. Another 3-ball. This one's up and good by Emma Abrams. And New Lex, the 3-point shot is such a big part of their offense.
We're quickly tied. You can see New Lex is running 2 girls at the ball here as Meadowbrook beats it and finds Dudley for the layup.
Yeah, nice pass there to Dudley. Dudley with 5 early. Meadowbrook with the early 2-point lead. Stevens guarded tight up top by Ogle. And on the drive, it's Stevens, and she'll put it in.
Nice bucket there by Lydia Stevens, daughter of Buckeye Trail legend Anthony Stevens, also the athletic director at New Lex.
It's a good thing Lydia gets her shooting from her mom side of the family. And feel free to quote me on that, and anyone else that want to.
All right, let me look through my contacts. Where's Anthony's number at?
Anthony is a great guy.
So Meadowbrook's got their first sub of the game.
There's an Ogle jumper, no good. Rebound secured by Kellogg. New Lex looks to push. Looking for their first lead.
You can see the guards of Abrams and Stevens really take charge of this offense.
I tell you, that was a nice closeout up top as Stevens' shot is blocked. Meadowbrook looks to push. It's Norman. Halfway through the first quarter, tied at 5. So New Lex with a lot of length defensively. And as you said, Maddie May.
First sub in for the Colts.
Yeah.
She's looking aggressive here, kicks it back out.
Sitchna with it up top. Takes it on the bounce. Here's a 3-ball. Good!
Maddie May coming right in and making a difference, hitting the 3. There's a Colts lead 8-5 now. New Lex quickly getting it down court.
So 8-5. Meadowbrook shooting the ball well here in the opening quarter. Oh, nice
fake. Oh, can't finish.
But there's
Kellogg's going to get the steal there.
And here's a 3-ball attempt. That's an air ball by Abrams. Jump ball should stay with New Lex.
So New Lex is going to have their first sub as Abby Wilson's going to check in for Addie Straits.
So Stevens to trigger it. Underneath. 3-ball
from downtown. It's off.
Dudley
with the rebound.
Yeah, like we said, Dudley had 19 rebounds Saturday. Meadowbrook looks to build on their 3-point lead. Norman trapped up top.
That's just good defense there from Abby Wilson, or excuse me, Trinity Cook. Long, lengthy girl kind of forced that turnover. As New Lex is going to use their first timeout.
2:32 left here in the opening quarter. Meadowbrook up 8-5. We'll be back after this timeout. So out of the timeout, 8-5. Meadowbrook with the lead. Meadowbrook with 2 3-pointers, one by Maddie May and Lindsay Dudley. And Dudley also with a field goal as well to have 5 of Meadowbrook's 8. New Lex little dribble drive. Looking to get their guards to turn the corner. Leads to an open 3. That shot.
They get the offensive rebound.
Yeah.
We're going to get an offensive foul here.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Abby Wilson with the illegal screen. That'll be her first, team third. Now Saturday, Meadowbrook, they were able to get to the free throw line. They shot the ball well in the first half, not so well in the second. Norman breaks the double team. Works it up top with May. And there's Dudley. Strong to the basket. Layup good.
You aren't going to stop her. Great move. Her cutting to the hoop, laying it in.
3 ball, no good. Rebound by Dudley. And off the turnover. Oh, nice step through by Kellogg.
Kellogg struggled with the outside shot here in the first quarter, but she makes a big bucket there.
And, you know, I think Coach Jarrett is fine with the pace of the game, but he doesn't want it to get too fast, which happened a good bit Saturday.
And that's what happened. That last possession led to the Colts turnover there. They kind of sped them up a little too much.
Oh, nice floater, but unable to get it, and then a little frustration foul maybe on Kellogg. As her floater wouldn't fall, but she gets called for going over the back. And that's 4 team fouls on New Lex.
You see New Lex getting a little more aggressive in those passing lanes.
Boy, New Lex racking up the fouls. As they're going to get Abrams with the foul. That is the 5th team foul. As Straight's back into the game. May, baseline, cut off nicely to Sichna. So 20 seconds left. Three ball by Ogle. No good. New Lex a push. Layup. Good.
Good.
And after one, your score from Meadowbrook High School, it's Meadowbrook 10, New Lex 9. We'll take a timeout and be back for second quarter action after we hear from our sponsors. Welcome back to Meadowbrook High School. After one, Meadowbrook 10, New Lex 9. And what stats stick out?
The big thing, and it's a positive for definitely for Meadowbrook, only 3 turnovers in the first quarter, and they shot 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 on three-point land. So taking care of the basketball, what we talked was a big problem, as unfortunately we got a turnover here to start the second quarter.
And plus, Meadowbrook, they're one more foul from getting into the bonus. Stevens 3-ball, good.
Can't let her get her feet set. That ball's going in over half the time. Back-to-back possessions of the turnover for the Colts. As Laney Bell's going to check back in for him.
Yeah, so back-to-back turnovers for Meadowbrook, and New Lex enjoying their first lead. Oh, great effort there by Straits.
Yep. Kept the ball alive, knocked it off of a Meadowbrook player, and now they get it down under.
So New Lex will pull it out. Meadowbrook dodged the bullet there.
They had 2 girls up on the top guy on that box set. They had the bottom girl was open.
Ooh.
It's going to be a traveling call on Kellogg that we both look oohed on.
I thought that was a pretty good kick out myself.
Yeah, and there's another turnover, not what the Colts wanted to see. Already matching.
Oh, and the bank still open here in Byesville as Straits banks it in from the top of the key.
And then now they have more turnovers than they did in the first.
Yeah, and New Lex pressure really starting to have taken effect.
They're kind of cheating that middle person a little bit. They're seeing that second pass is always going through the middle. They're getting active hands, getting long and wide.
Yeah, Train, look at the length up top with Wilson and Kellogg. It's Dudley going to be called for a travel. And again, there's not a block shot there, but the length inside forces the turnover.
This is a good timeout here. I mean, now they got 5 turnovers this quarter, and I think it's been on about three straight possessions. Regroup the troops, figure out what you need to do here to calm these girls down.
So New Lex on a little run here to lead by 5. 6:07 left here in the second quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back. So back out of the timeout. And, Train, what's been the big thing that has keyed this new Lex? 8-0 run from 3 down to 5 up.
Oh, it's definitely been the turnovers. They've been able to get a couple transition layup off of it, hit the transition 3. I mean, those are just swinging the momentum in their favor. Meadowbrook's got to start taking care of the basketball. They haven't even got a shot up here in the first 2 minutes. As Lydia Stevens shoots from downtown, no good. Kellogg crashing it. There's going to be a turnover on New Lex.
Now, I was kind of surprised Kellogg didn't go back up with that. But New Lex starting to exert their force on the offensive glass as well.
Really, I think the big difference was bringing Wilson in off the bench. She seems to be the high point person on their press. With her length, it's causing Meadowbrook a lot of trouble.
Yeah, jumper by Bell, no good. 1 and done. So just under 5.5 minutes left here.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, New Lex a little shaky with it. Kellogg all the way to the basket. Layup, good. And she was fouled.
That's just a strong basketball move. This Kim Kellogg's been pretty impressive here in the first 11 minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, she has 4, and it's been balanced scoring for New Lex as ice change comes in. Thanks for treating me with kid gloves this afternoon. Still having the lingering effects of a heartbreaking loss from my Raiders last night. Another offensive rebound.
And it's going to be called for a travel.
Yeah, that was Straits who lost her balance there. So Kellogg unable to convert the old-fashioned and one opportunity. Gambita, who's just checked in.
And that's going to be on the floor.
She'll be fouled. And Kaylin Gambita, she gives Coach Jarrett some size coming off the bench.
Really, that's kind of the surprising team. Looking at both teams, usually you have kind of some smaller girls, like around 5'1", 5'2". Really, none of these girls are super short.
3 ball, no good by May. And this will be the second team foul on Meadowbrook. But Meadowbrook, what'd you say, they came out 4 of 9? But it has been a while since they have scored. In fact, I think it was Dudley.
Dudley's inside bucket was their last bucket, yeah.
Speaking of inside.
Look at that. No, good. She stays with it. Great job of. Unfortunately, can't get it to her teammate. Kim Kellogg definitely pretty impressive, strong inside physical presence.
And Meadowbrook's dodged a few bullets.
She almost has a pick 6 there, reading it. That's just showing their speed right there, being able to recover on that as the three's off mark. Great offensive rebound by Gambita.
Stick back, no good. Possession will stay with Meadowbrook. Norman got a good look from three-point land initially. It looked good from here.
A little heat on that inbounds pass there. Gambita able to handle it.
So it's 17-10. That was the halftime score Saturday.
No good, and Cook is going to have the rebound.
Oh, nice hesitation move by Abrams. 3-ball attempt. That's short by Kellogg. But another.
That's Cook's 5th rebound of this game, so she does a good job of just getting on the glass.
Yeah.
Keeping the ball in their possession.
And New Lex, a lot of their turnovers have really just been unforced. Just a little sluggish their first game. and adjusting without their leading scorer.
Put her back in that lineup, and they're a lot more deadly.
Yeah, Sitchna shot no good. Stevens on the push. She'll pull it out.
Nice crossover.
3 ball is up and good by Stevens. And that is her second 3 of the quarter. And here's another turnover. Step through, layup, no good. But possession will stay with New Lex as there's Cook again on the boards. Three ball again by Stevens, no good.
Look at Kellogg on the boards this time.
And off a turnover, New Lex has it. And Abrams will pull it out. 20-10. It was 10-7 Meadowbrook. But a 13. Oh, nice. Fake layup, good. Lamar Jackson-esque there on the fake handoff.
A little RPO in basketball.
Oh, coast to coast layup, good by Norman.
Good move by Norman. Split the double team, gets a layup and good.
Meadowbrook needed that. 3 ball by Stevens is long. Dudley with the rebound. The Norman. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Meadowbrook trying to cut into this 10-point lead. New Lex very active.
They get their hands in the passing lane. They have length. I mean, you're talking about 15 straights, 20 Cook, 21 Wilson, 11 Kellogg. They're just all over you.
And Train, remember they committed 5 fouls early. They've only committed 1 since. Nice drive by Sitchna, will not fall. Abrams pushes. And she'll be fouled.
Yeah, like you said, only 1 foul here in the second quarter for New Lex. Here comes a girl that helped kind of turn him to another level. Abby Wilson coming back in for New Lex. She was at the top of their press really early in that second quarter, forced a lot of Meadowbrook miscues. There's another fake handoff.
Oh, nice block by Gambita. Stick back, no good by Cook. And a foul will send Meadowbrook to the line. Boy, New Lex, they have missed some shots at the rim.
So here's Dudley at the line shooting 1-on-1.
So first free throw, she eyes it, skies it, and buys it. Dudley has 8.
Yep, Dudley and Stevens are 2 leading scorers with, forgot Kellogg has 9 to lead.
And Dudley will join the Panthers 9-point club. Meadowbrook within 8. Stevens open 3, no good.
And that's the second time they've run that off of a transition. They push it down down to one side of the floor.
Oh, nice transition offense.
So there you go. The first shot doesn't go in. Get the rebound and try sticking it back in. And, well, you didn't make the bucket, but you're going to be shooting 2 free throws here.
Yeah, that was Rachel Cottle running the floor. Didn't finish, but cleaning up was Sitchna. And Sitchna will go to the line for 2. First free throw up and no good.
Now here you see Lydia Stevens moves towards our side of the floor. Expect them to run this transition play for a Stevens 3.
Second free throw by Sitchna is good.
It was a made bucket, so they can't run it. Well, they're not going to. They didn't hurry up and get it out from underneath the hoop.
So Abrams has it up top. 45 seconds left, so Meadowbrook on a little 5-0 run.
Ooh, that's got to be, yeah.
They're going to get Cook with the foul.
Getting a little aggressive here.
That's the 9th team foul, but an offensive foul is no free throws. Is Meadowbrook within 7.
And we talked about at the beginning about
Layup, Stevens, good.
she's in double figures with 10. We talked about foul trouble. New Lex has 3 girls with 2 fouls, so I don't think they can afford one of those guys picking up a third, and we're very close right there to seeing one.
Count it, and 1.
That was a great job by Lindsay Dudley right there. She kept her feet, could have very easily went up and scored, or more than likely she probably would have been called for an offensive foul if she went through the girl, was able to dish it to her teammate for the bucket.
And Cottle's free throw no good. New Lex has it, 6 seconds. 5. 3 ball, Stevens, no good.
And Kellogg's going to have that rebound.
So an entertaining first half here at Meadowbrook. Your score at the half, New Lex 24, Meadowbrook 17. We'll take a timeout and come back and give you first half scoring and look at some stats as well. As hear from our sponsors as New Lex leads by 7 at the half here. Thanks for joining us on KGP TV.
DHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's,
Welcome back to Byesville, to the campus of Meadowbrook High School at the half of the opening MVL girls game of the 2020 season. New Lexington leads Meadowbrook 24-17. It was Meadowbrook who would lead New Lex 10-9 after one. Then New Lex would outscore Meadowbrook 15-7 in the second quarter to lead at the half 24-17. We'll look at the scoring first for New Lexington. They have 2 points from Abby Wilson, 3 apiece from Addie Straits and Emma Abrams, 6 from Kim Kellogg, and leading the way with 10 points is Lydia Stevens. So Stevens has 10, Kellogg 6, 3 apiece from Abrams and Straits, and Wilson has 2 for Meadowbrook. They got 1 point from Taylor Sitchna, 2 points apiece from Rachel Cottle and Kinley Norman, 3 from Maddie May, and leading the way with a team-high 9 points in the first half was Lindsay Dudley. So Dudley has 9, May 3, 2 apiece for Cottle and Norman, and 1 from Sitchna. So 24-17, New Lex leads. We'll take another timeout, and when we come back, we'll look at some first half stats from my partner in crime, the one, the only, D-Train, after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Byesville. 24-17, New Lex with the lead. Stevens with 10 to lead New Lexington, and Dudley with 9 to lead Meadowbrook. So that was the individual scoring. Now let's look at some first half stats.
Big thing, positive, Meadowbrook only turned the ball over 11 times in the first half. And the unfortunate things, 8 of those came in the second quarter, which resulted in that big run that the Lady Panthers had. New Lex out rebounding Meadowbrook 21-12 in the first half, and duo of Trinity Cook and Kim Kellogg have 7 and 6 rebounds each. For Meadowbrook, their 12 rebounds, Dudley has 4 and Gambita has 2. Steals, 6 steals for the Lady Panthers, which a lot of those steals have led the buckets, whether it's transition layup or transition 3 that they hit in that second quarter that really got them going. Meadowbrook only the 1 Dudley steal. So big keys is Meadowbrook has to take care of the basketball, plain and simple, get good possessions. New Lex is 10 of 30 from the field. Meadowbrook 6 of 19, so they've got 11 more shots up than Meadowbrook, and that's a big difference. Meadowbrook's got to get shots up, take care of the basketball, and limit them to 1 shot, because there's been a lot of offensive rebounds by the Lady Panthers. Kim Kellogg's been a horse inside, so to speak, for him, keeping the ball alive, and so has Wilson and Cook as well. So, I mean, their length is definitely gave trouble, especially to the Colts, Lady Colts, especially in that second quarter.
And Lydia Stevens, excuse me, with she has 2 of the 3 3-pointers that New Lex hit in the second quarter to get on the run. New Lex overall with 4 in the 4 3-pointers in the first half. And Train, we talk about Lydia Stevens, the daughter of Anthony Stevens, the AD for New Lex. Anthony Stevens, so many people around here know him with his connections out at Buckeye Trail and the basketball program there. And we want to take this time as East Guernsey lost a true pillar in the community here with the passing of John Caplet. And John Caplet, nobody did more for athletics out at Buckeye Trail in Old Washington than John Caplet did. And he had a big impact on Anthony's life, my life, so many people's lives. And we want to send our prayers and condolences to the John Caplet family.
Yeah, he's a Union Local graduate, and he's in the Buckeye Trail Hall of Fame. That kind of says what kind of person he is and what he's done for the Buckeye Trail people. I mean, he is going to be greatly missed. Talk about a great man, and John Caplet's definitely that.
So New Lex, after they turn it over, they're going to extend their full court pressure for the first time. It was half court the entire first half, but Meadowbrook handled it well. So Meadowbrook gets it out of the corner, back up top, down 7. These first 4 minutes of the third quarter, they're going to be big for Meadowbrook because New Lex can hit you in spurts, as they showed in the second quarter.
Meadowbrook just needs to get some confidence. That's the biggest thing. You could see in that second quarter where they kind of had a little bit of the jitters, and you could even kind of see it here at the start of the second half where they're kind of a little nervous with the basketball, not really prepared on knowing what to do, and that's going to come with time and experience.
Sitchna drive down the lane, no good. Rebound comes down to Cook. Dudley, nice defense there, cutting off the drive.
And one thing it's been nice to see, both teams playing mostly man-to-man defense here. That's a great steal by Kinley Norman. Unfortunately, she couldn't get her feet set, and she traveled there.
Good call. If Norman doesn't drop backside, that's a layup for Cook. But on the steal, lost her footing. And that's a double dribble. I tell you, New Lex they've just really been out of sorts.
And when you don't have your best player, sometimes that happens.
And your first game.
Yeah.
Loose ball. Meadowbrook comes up with it. They may get a layup out of it. They do.
Good job running the floor by Kinley Norman with the layup. Good pass from, it was a Laney Bell, I believe.
Yes. And Meadowbrook's within 5. New Lex still looking for their first shot of the quarter, and they're going to get it there. And Kellogg. Well, you've really liked her game.
She's aggressive with the basketball, attacks the hoop.
They're going to have to get there.
It's going to be a jump ball. Let's see. There's the mental clock that the Lady Colts have to have in their head. Know that 10 seconds is coming. Be a little less anxious with the basketball in their hands. They kind of forced one there, and it led to the near turnover.
I was starting to doubt myself. I looked up, and it was 24-19. I thought Kellogg's layup had went in, but they've put the 2 points on the board, and there's open.
There's nice slip there by Dudley. Good feed by Sitchna.
Yes. So Dudley now in double figures. She has 11 off the Sitchna assist, and Meadowbrook back within 5.
And that's 2 buckets, 2 assists by the Lady Colts. So it's always good when you can kind of share the pill with each other, get others involved, making good passes leading to easy buckets, and that's what both their buckets have been here in the second half.
Abrams, nice hesitation dribble, misses the layup. But she ties up Bell, and it will stay with New Lex. Straits is going to have a seat, and And another turnover for New Lex.
That really wasn't a good out under. They only had one girl moving, and she was going to the ball side corner. The others just stood there. Good job by Lydia Stevens there to flick it away.
And Stevens spotting up for three. You could see that coming. Lydia Stevens from way downtown. Bang.
That's her third three.
And here's another steal by Kellogg. She's been explosive in the open court. And one.
And right there, that was one of the ones where I think Coach Jarrett wanted them to attack, but it's just the kind of a lack of confidence, lack of just being in those situations kind of caused them to force one into traffic. It's kind of like watching my Bears play when Nick Foles forces one into triple coverage and it's picked off and returned for a touchdown.
We'll keep it here. 4:53 left here in the third quarter. So it was a 5-point lead. It's quickly gone up to 10 for New Lex. Then a good timeout by Coach Jarrett.
Just calm the nerves. I mean, this is going to be a building season for this group. It's a new coach, a new voice. Be patient, stay with them. I mean, they're going to be in the right direction. They've got girls. I mean, obviously, the Carly Launder, she has to be a good player. I mean, I went to high school with her mom, Christy. Christy was pretty good here at Meadowbrook, so obviously, and her dad, Dana, was a standout on the football field for Meadowbrook, so she's got good genes there. She's going to be a big help once she gets back. I mean, once they get full strength, it'll be more interesting. The same thing with New Lex. I mean, I was excited coming in here. I didn't know the Spicer girl wasn't going to play. I mean, I knew she was one of the best players in the area, and unfortunately, she's out too. So I was hoping to see both those girls play tonight. Be a good matchup, kind of see some young standouts on the basketball court.
So free throw opportunity for Kellogg to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. No good. Rebound by Bell. And this is going to lead.
Yep.
Yeah, and Cook turns it over. I don't think she realized she had a wide-open layup.
And that's going to be a foul, and that's just her being a little too aggressive, a little upset about her decision there on the double dribble.
But, Train, you pointed out earlier, Abby Wilson, she's only scored 2 points, but when they put her on the top of the press for New Lex, she really has given Meadowbrook issues.
Just long and lengthy.
Good job by Sitchna flashing, but Stevens, step back three, no good. As Wilson gets tied up, which lets New Lex set up their press.
Yep, and that's what they want. Flick, flick, flick. Somebody's got to call that out for her. Let Sitcha know that the girl's coming behind her. I want to say guy because we've done so many boys basketball games. But she's got to know that the girl's coming behind and looking for the flick. And that's down the communication and more playing time, playing together.
So Dudley with it up top. The Sitchna. Norman, jumper at the elbow, no good. And Laney Bell will go to the line for a pair.
So the Colts are doing a good job keeping the ball alive a little bit here in the second quarter.
Yep.
Crashing the boards a little more.
Yeah, Meadowbrook didn't get many second chance opportunities in the first half, especially like he did Saturday, but they're getting some here in the second half as Bell's first free throw is good. So that's Laney's first. points. Gets the game back within single digits at 8.
Ooh.
Oh, quick hands there by Sitchna. Yeah, this is a Meadowbrook squad. They're going to win their fair share of games. They stay healthy when they get everybody back.
There's that fake handoff.
Kellogg step back.
back.
No good. Stevens, 3-ball. Good. Lydia
Wow.
Stevens.
I'm beginning to wonder if Uncle Shane hasn't worked with her
Yes,
some.
there you go. He would definitely take credit. But that is Stevens' 4th three-pointer, and they have been huge to keep Meadowbrook kind of at bay. Oh, nice steal there by Abrams. So 3.5 left here in the third. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV.
Oh, boy, the last person you want to leave open. Cut a break there. Wilson grabs that rebound, but she's got to use her length and keep it up high. She brought it down to where the guards can go and get her tied up for a jump ball.
For Lydia, I like to call that a heat check. You've buried a couple here in the third. You're going to let that next one fly from deep. Oh, Kellogg, strong floater baseline. One of the more impressive moves of the game.
And she puts shots up in a variety of ways. We've seen kind of post moves. We've seen a little up and under. We've seen floaters. We've seen that little runner there, a step back. So she's got a wide variety of moves.
So Meadowbrook, the save possession, has to burn another timeout here. 3:02 left in the third here in Byesville. New Lex, 36, Meadowbrook 23. We'll step aside and be back after this timeout. So their turnover, but Straits, they're going to say, stepped on the sideline. Three ball, no good by Ogle. Here's a three on the other end, no good. Dudley secures the rebound off the Kellogg miss.
There's that. She had an open player that was just ahead of her and tried forcing it into tight coverage there. Luckily for Meadowbrook, it was just knocked down a bounce by Kellogg. Both teams make some changes. Bell's coming in for Ogle, and Cook is coming in for Straits, I do believe.
And Stevens with the quick hands. Oh,
Ooh.
Unselfish. Gives it to Wilson, no good. So Meadowbrook dodges a bullet there.
Mm-hmm. This is interesting.
So it'll be Meadowbrook basketball underneath their own basket. Final minute 19 of the third.
Got an open look here. Can't get it to fall.
I'm going to say the ball went over the backboard, so that nullifies Bell's rebound. 41-23.
Abrams can't get the shot to fall. Sitchin is there for the rebound.
So it'll be Meadowbrook basketball. That is the fourth team foul. That is the third foul on Abrams, if that's who they called it on.
Mm-hmm. Going the wrong side.
Cook unable to get it to fall off the turnover. Sitchna will go to the line for a pair.
That was again where Meadowbrook just had their eyes down, was going to the wrong side. They want to go attack forward, not backwards. Need to get the ball swung from side to side real quick, maybe get to the middle and attack out of that.
So Sitchna to the line. She's one of two. That shot's no good. That will bring Kaylin Gambita in to give Dudley a breather. Dudley with 11 to lead all Meadowbrook scores. Second free throw by Sitchna. Nothing but the bottom of the net. So see what New Lex elects to do here in the final 30 seconds. Cook jumper, no good.
Kellogg offensive putback.
And another and one opportunity for Kellogg. If I'm correct, this is her third and one opportunity. But I don't think she's hit a free throw.
No, she's been unsuccessful in the first two. But you know what they say, the third time's a charm.
So New Lex looking to extend to their largest lead, and they do that. Kellogg has 9 here in the third quarter.
So Abby Straits is going to check in for her now here for the last 19 seconds.
Dudley pulls it back out. Seven seconds.
Ooh.
So New Lex will get it with 5.7 seconds left.
Dudley went with the fastball there. Maybe should have threw a changeup, and the teammate wasn't quite ready for it.
as Abby Wilson will go out. Abrams at the buzzer, no good. So we have played 3 here from Byesville. Your score after 3, New Lex 44, Meadowbrook 24. We'll take a timeout and be back for 4th quarter action here on KGP TV. Welcome back to Byesville. A 20-7 advantage for New Lex in the 3rd quarter.
That's going to be a foul on Kellogg. That's going to be her 4th.
And that it will be the 16th foul. So Meadowbrook will be shooting free throws from here on out. Coach Chadwell's going to let her play with 4 fouls. May. And Norman playing with it up top. Well, I tell you, New Lex really does a good job jumping the passing lanes, taking angles away.
Getting their hands on the ball, forcing that jump ball. Their length is just, you can tell, is causing trouble. These, the 2nd, 3rd, and now early here in the 4th quarter. Meadowbrook using their length a little bit there as Maddie May gets a deflection on the inbounds.
And this first time, Meadowbrook's going to extend full court. Good hustle by Norman, knocking it out of bounds. It will allow New Lex to advance the ball to the front court. Norman finds a driving lane. Leaves it short. Good defense by Sechna, who secures the rebound.
They're just playing a little too fast again for the Colts. Another turnover.
So again, it'll be New Lex basketball. Cook has it. The Stevens.
Right here, they just got those dribble handoffs just to milk some clocks, and then somebody's going to look to attack as Abrams does.
And on the tie-up with Kellogg and Dudley, it'll be possession will stay with New Lex. Exactly 1 minute gone here in the 4th quarter. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. 3-ball. Bingo! It is time to get the umbrella out because it is raining threes in Byesville.
And that's going to be a foul on Stevens. Going to be her first foul.
Lydia Stevens with 5 trifectas.
And Meadowbrook's going to be at the line shooting 1-1 here.
So a 1-1 opportunity for Ogle, and it is up and good.
So she cracks into the scoring column with that free throw.
Second free throw,
good.
Nothing but the bottom of the net.
So you said Meadowbrook shot well at the free throw line, shooting pretty good here tonight as well. 8 for 11 at the line.
Yeah, when Ogle gets her feet set, she's a good shooter. Not only from the line, but from the field, as there's...
Ooh. Thought a Meadowbrook defender got their hand in the pass lane and knocked that away, but they're going to call over and back on the Lady Panthers.
Which will give it to Meadowbrook again underneath their own basket.
Usually those are side outs.
I wonder if that's maybe a new rule or something, because that's happened twice.
Mm-hmm.
Sitchina looking down low for Dudley, but defended nicely by Kellogg, playing with 4 fouls.
Dudley hit that 3 early.
Yeah.
And she's got a couple looks, but she's passed them up. Right there would have been a good opportunity, and she's going to fire that one up and off.
And on the jump ball, it should stay with Meadowbrook, as Norman will get the offensive rebound. So exactly 6 minutes left. Meadowbrook has really done a lot of nice things tonight against the team, probably favored by many to win the MVL.
That's going to be knocked out of bounds by Abrams. Good attacking move by Ogle.
So Meadowbrook to trigger it in. Norman has it, looking for Cutter. 3 ball by Ogle. Short. Norman another rebound. And there's a steal by Abrams. Layup good. Sitchna to the basket. She'll draw contact from Abrams and go to the line for a pair.
That's just a situation right there. Sitchna had the opportunity to attack, but there's just that slight bit of hesitation, afraid to turn the ball over or kind of afraid to do something with the basketball where she could have got a bucket there.
So Sitchna's first free throw, good. Sitchna with 3 points off from the free throw line. Taylor had a nice game Saturday against the Bobcats. Second free throw. She eyes it, skies it, and buys it.
I want to know what players' free throw percentage is when you say that. It seems like it's a lot higher.
Oh, good steal by Sitchna. Meadowbrook on the push.
Good
Norman, and she'll go to the line for a pair.
That was a great job running the floor by Sitchna there.
So that's the 9th team foul. 5:09 left. Free throw good by Norman. She has 5.
So the Lady Colts just got to find a way to get to the free throw line because they've been nailing them at the line as I jinxed them, but the offensive rebound by Dudley, and she puts it up and in.
Yeah, Dudley, that is her second field goal of the second half. And New Lex will take a timeout. 5:02 remaining 49-31 New Lex. Meadowbrook playing well here in the fourth. We'll step aside and be back to Byesville after this. Welcome back to Byesville as Meadowbrook comes with a little full court pressure. Stevens will pull it back out. And New Lex will look to run some clock.
And there they're doing that dribble handoff. Have the ball screen up top. If they got the lane, they're going to attack it. They're going to kick it out if it's not there.
Coach Chadwell, overall, he's got to be pleased with the performance of his Lady Panthers after a sluggish first start. And for Coach Jarrett, tell you, Meadowbrook, they have grown leaps and bounds from Saturday against a talented Panther squad.
They're going to call a jump ball there. It's going to stay with the Lady Panthers. Good job by Kinley Norman getting in there in the passing lane, getting a hand on the ball, forcing the jump ball.
So New Lex, again, going to be very patient.
Ooh.
Really been impressed with Meadowbrook's defense.
Yeah, I mean, for a young and inexperienced team, for the most part, playing man-to-man defense, it takes a lot of communication and a lot of effort, and I think they're doing a good job. As you see right there, Maddie May handed the passing lane, gets the deflection, unfortunately.
Kellogg knocks it off her knee. But, you know, you look, the transition, the points off turnovers, but the three ball that New Lex has really buried Meadowbrook with, that's been the biggest part. And for some of those deep threes, there's just no defense for that.
Right now, one thing that New Lex does a great job is they really space the floor, as you can see right there.
Oh, this Kellogg, is that not her move, the little floater?
Little baseline floater. And she's got a nice little variety of moves. We were both pretty shocked about her step back.
And here's a steal, and there's a three ball good on cue. Kim Kellogg from way downtown. Timeout, Meadowbrook, 3:10 left. We'll keep it here in.
What a second half for Kim Kellogg. 14 points in the second half, I believe. It's what I have. So she definitely has been a big key contributor to this New Lex run in the second, third, and fourth quarters.
Was that the 9th three-pointer? Am I seeing that right? For New Lex?
It's at least 8, because it is 9, because Stevens has 5, Abrams with 1, Kellogg has 1, and Straits has 2.
Thank you. Even if it was the 8th, I was hoping you would cover for me and say it was 9. But yeah, they have really shot the three ball extremely well.
I mean, that's a big equalizer. You talk 9 3-pointers. That's half of their points right now, as they have 54 points. So we're really getting technical on the math here on the KJP live stream. Didn't know that this was going to be a math tutoring lesson for the people listening, for the millions watching around the world.
And again, we want to thank Shylin Costello for producing our broadcast. We're happy to bring you girls action for Meadowbrook as well as the boys, as they will be tipping off here soon.
I believe a week from tomorrow.
Against Philo.
Yeah, A.J. Clayton in the Philo Electrics. A.J. Clayton reclassified as a junior, was a junior, now he's in the senior class. He's committed to Ohio University. So Meadowbrook was able to see him in the big tournament run last year, but
it's a sectional. Absolutely. So Meadowbrook back to the free throw line. Shot up and no good. May's second free throw is up and good. So Maddie splits a pair.
So the Colts 12 of 17 by my count at the free throw line. So you'll take those percentages at the free throw line, whether it's boys or girls.
And I think Coach Jarrett's going to like, nice backdoor cut, layup, good.
Good pass, good finish.
Yeah, and the nice backdoor screen by Stevens to free Kellogg. So 2.5 minutes left. I was going to say, this fourth quarter, this first time Meadowbrook has come with any full court pressure, and they've got the makings of a pretty good pressing team as Coach Jarrett looks to continue to work with this athletic, albeit young squad.
There it is again.
Yeah, Kellogg misses that, but she'll get the offensive rebound, stick
Just
back.
Padding the stats there.
Stat stuffer. So under 2 minutes left. Again, we want to thank you for joining us here on KGP TV. And we want to thank our fine sponsors. This is our second game we've been able to bring you. Look forward to bringing you many more. Norman looking. Gives it to May. Minute 15 left. Looking for Dudley at the block. Not there. Meadowbrook being very patient here as we're under a minute. Three ball. Oh, in and out. Nice look by Laney Bell, but unable to get that one to fall.
Coach Chadwell used the timeout to get the rest of his bench in here.
And that'll be Cammie Huffman and Soraya Taylor.
And he's pretty much went with those 6 girls for most of this game, as Huffman and Taylor now are going to get into the ball game here with 34 seconds left.
Yeah, you got a prediction on the Monday night game tonight? Rams and Bucks. I'm sure it won't be as exciting as my Raiders' heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs last night, but
well, I'm hoping for Jared Goff to throw for about 500 yards and 5 touchdowns, all to
Fantasy.
Robert Woods.
Hey, I've got Robert Woods and Chris Godwin and the Tampa Bay defense going on my eliminated fantasy team.
I just wish that in our league it's quarterback heavy and it's keeper league. I just wish I could have a quarterback and I could actually keep him and he'd do good. I guess I produce quarterbacks about as good as my Chicago Bears.
Norman knocks the ball out of bounds. Good active hands from Kinley. Play the final 20 seconds. What a game Lydia Stevens had tonight, along with Kim Kellogg, as Huffman has the ball knocked away, but Cook comes up with it. The straight.
Oh boy, and that's going to be a steal by Dudley.
Yeah, let's see if Dudley can get coast to coast.
Oh.
It's going to go off her foot. Great effort. So New Lex gets it in to Wilson.
Going to be the ball game.
And that is the ball game. Your final score here from Byesville. New Lex 58. Meadowbrook 32. So with the win, New Lex improves to 1-0 and 1-0 in the league, while Meadowbrook will drop to 0-2 on the season and 0-1 in the league. But a lot of positives that Coach Taryn Jarrett and his Meadowbrook Lady Colts can build upon. I'll tell you what, we're going to wrap things up here from Byesville when we come back after this timeout.
Here at MVHC, we offer adult, dental, pediatric, women's, pharmacy, and transportation services, as well as behavioral health. We accept all patients. Make your appointment today if you're not feeling well.
Welcome back to Byesville as we wrap things up here on KGP TV as the Lady Panthers of New Lex make their way down to Guernsey County and knock off your homestanding Meadowbrook Lady Colts by the score of 58-32. Meadowbrook led after the first quarter 10-7, but then New Lex would outscore Meadowbrook 15-7 in the second quarter to lead 24-17. It was still very much a ball game at the half. Then the third quarter, New Lex would use their full court pressure to really open things up, outscoring Meadowbrook 20-7 to take a 44-24 lead after three quarters. And then in the fourth quarter, Meadowbrook would be outscored by New Lex 14-8. in the fourth to get your final 58-32. We'll look at the scoring for the Lady Panthers. And head coach Jay Chadwell, Abby Wilson with 2 points, but it was her pressure on the ball in their diamond press that really wreaked havoc in the second quarter, their half-court trap, and then the second half when they extended it to a diamond press that really caused Meadowbrook problems. So Abby Wilson with 2. 6 points from Addie Straits, including 2 threes. 7 points from Emma Abrams, who added 1 3-pointer. And then leading the way, 2 players in double figures for New Lexington. Lydia Stevens finishes with 19 to go along with her 5 threes. And leading the way with a game-high 24 points. And also knocking down 1 3 was Kim Kellogg. So Kellogg with 24, Stevens 19, 7 for Abrams, 6 for Straits, and 2 for Wilson. For Meadowbrook, they got 2 points from Rachel Cottle, 2 from Lauren Ogle, and 2 from Lainey Bell. They would also get 4 points apiece from Maddie May and Taylor Sitchna, 5 points from Kinley Norman, and leading the way with a team-high 13 points was Lindsay Dudley. So Dudley had 13, 5 for Norman, 4 apiece for May and Sitchna, and 2 apiece for Cottle, Ogle, and Bell. So Meadowbrook drops to 0-2. But just the growth that they had against New Lex and outstanding growth, that they've showed since Saturday, and a lot of things that Coach Jarrett will be very pleased with the improvements made by his Lady Colts.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing, again, turnovers, they had 28 turnovers, so I guess you can look at in the positive, it's less turnovers than what they had against Cambridge Saturday afternoon. 32 points. They only scored 16, so they doubled their point output from game 1 to game 2. So you got to pick the positives, and you definitely could see the growth of these girls. They had a lead at one point. Dudley hit that 3-pointer to give them a 3-0 lead. So find the positives. You can talk about regroup and get ready to play. I think they play Friday night at Philo, I believe, is the next game. So it's definitely doesn't get any easier. Coach Hildy and the Lady of Electrics are always a solid team and a solid program.
Yeah, not the 3 easiest teams to open up with, Cambridge, New Lex, and Philo.
And I'm looking at the stats. Rebounding, Meadowbrook did a better job in the second half of staying with them. The edge ended up being 31-23 New Lex, and Cook had 11, Kellogg had 8 to lead the way for New Lex, while Dudley had 7, and Bell and Sitchton had 3 rebounds apiece. Steals was the big thing, 15 steals for the Lady Panthers. Kellogg led the way with 5. Stevens had 4. Abrams had 3. So those are really the big 3 catalysts that helped fuel this Lady Panthers victory. As for Meadowbrook, they had 4 steals, and leading the way for them was Lindsay Dudley. And of course, let's see what both of these teams are like healthy, because you're talking about Aubrey Spicer, one of the best players in the area, didn't play tonight for New Lex. Then you talk about Carly Launder, one of the probably the better freshman players in the area, that's going to be a key contributor to this Meadowbrook team. Let's see what these two teams look like in another month or two when they're playing down in New Lex against each other.
And Hannah Stoney and also Cannon as well. So Meadowbrook missing, I think, 3 that I can think of right off the top of my head. So, and like we said, yeah, Spicer, she's the real deal. It'll be a lot of fun to watch her for New Lex when she comes back.
And it's going to be a fun and exciting year. You're going to have to be patient. There's going to be a lot of peaks and valleys, but you just got to kind of hope that the peaks outweigh the valleys. There's going to be mistakes, but that's going to happen with a young, inexperienced team. But they're going to keep working, and they're going to give their best effort all the time. And
but very happy to see with
yeah.
Coach Jarrett and the coaching staff's doing the growth. And like we said, Meadowbrook, the tough schedule to start out, but they've got some games on the docket that they're not only are they going to have a good chance to win, they're going to be favored to win as well.
Yeah, and I mean, there's going to be games either way. And obviously, in a new league, you're kind of learning some new teams also. I mean, I couldn't tell you if Meadowbrook and New Lex has played in girls basketball ever before. I know our Meadowbrook historian, Kirby Graham, would be able to give us the lowdown on that. But then you're talking about Morgan. How many times have they played Morgan in the past? How many times have they played Philo in the past? I mean, those are all schools that they're going to face this year. West Muskingum, how many times have they faced them? I mean, there may have been some scrimmages or some summer league games here and there, but for the most part, they haven't really seen a lot of these teams, so it's kind of a new learning experience all around for them.
Yeah, Meadowbrook played New Lex early last year for the first time and lost 85-18. So you can see, improvement for the Lady Colts. And like I said, Coach Jarrett and his coaching staff, they're doing an outstanding job, and look forward to following Meadowbrook as we're thankful to get another game in and going day by day. We'll see what happens. And so as the Dudley family heads for the exits, we will too. And we want to thank our producer, Shylin Costello. A great job tonight producing our show. Also want to thank the athletic director here at Meadowbrook, Jeff Wheeler, for his always hospitality that he gives us here in Byesville, as well as Stinger, Anthony Stevens, the athletic director at New Lex. Anthony's boy was playing today, so that's where he was at, middle school boys game. But Lydia definitely made the family and Uncle Shane proud. That's for sure with her shooting performance, no doubt about that. So, and I want to thank my partner in crime for his expertise, color commentary. That's
always an honor to be here with you.
That's DJ. So as we head on out, once again, our final score here from Byesville. It was New Lexington 58, Meadowbrook 32. And again, we want to thank our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. And again, on behalf of the KGP family, we want to wish everyone a pleasant and safe rest of the evening. And please, we ask the Guernsey County community to keep the John Caplet family in your prayers over the passing of a generous and kind soul out in Old Washington, and that was John Caplet. John, may you rest in peace, my friend. Good night, everyone.